So I'm scrolling on social media, and I come across something on my sister's page, on Tina Campbell's page, and she was sitting with Dr. Caroline Leaf. She is a neuroscientist that is also a believer, and so she talks about the connections between faith and your mind, and how thoughts create actions and activities. And so they were talking about relationships, and Tina was talking about how it's the small things that can destroy a relationship. Little things like you don't communicate well, or when situations come, you just move past it, or little things like you have a difference in spending habits, little things like not including your spouse when you're hanging out with your friends, or looking at your spouse as just your spouse, looking at other people as friends. Those are the things that build up to neglect and people getting that attention in another area. And I understand that, we have our friends when we come. If you're newly married, you come to your marriage with your friends and your other practices. But if you don't build things together and you don't have really serious conversations about some of these small things, even though they're not easy, they can come back to destroy the relationship. Song of Solomon 2:15 says it's the small foxes, the little foxes, that ruin the vineyard. So it may not be the big storm that comes to destroy things in your relationship. It may be the little things that you ignore, like your spouse, your husband, or your wife says, this is a specific thing I don't like. It doesn't make me feel good. And your response is, get over it, deal with it. That will destroy your relationship, because you're not just saying get over it. You're saying, I don't care about what you feel. I don't care about your heart. I don't care what's important to you. And maybe you think it's not that big. And, people say, oh, people have gotten divorced over toothpaste and gotten divorced over trash cans. It's not really the toothpaste, and it's not really the trash can. It's feeling ignored and not feeling heard. Nothing is worse than being in a relationship where somebody doesn't hear you. Oh, she knows what I'm talking about. He knows what I'm talking about. Sometimes they don't know what you're talking about. And sometimes you have to take the time to have a conversation. Maybe pray about the conversation, seek spiritual counsel about the conversation. But by all means, have these conversations about things that seem no harm, even when it comes down to your intimate habits and certain things that you do. Oh, he knows. Oh, she knows. Sometimes they don't always know. And you really need to ask what you like, what you don't like, how this makes you feel when I say this or when I say that, So make sure that you are not ignoring the little things, because it's the little things that build up to these tornadoes, these monstrosities of a problem where you go, how did we get here? It's because you've been ignoring the little things. So pay attention to the little things. All right. That is my love talk for the day.